What up, everybody? Charlie B back in the building. You know what it is. This is Bizarroville over here. We basically do reactions on IG farms. You know what I'm saying? Now, today's show really wasn't that good. It wasn't. So we got to do what we do over here to try to make it a little bit better, right? All right, you know Charlie B don't waste your time. Let's get it. Let's go, man.
Oh yeah, I woke up a little late today. Didn't get to go to the gym. Yeah, you know me, I'm up without them usually about 5, but today, I don't know. The meat sweats was on me anyway. Here we go, let me get this gate open, I'm gonna get this gate open around, yeah. Hey, I need to tell y'all allegedly about our other businesses. You know I'm working with the forest rangers now. Yeah, I'm gonna be the new Smokey the Bear. Only you can prevent forest fires. Now, I'm gonna go in here and I hope don't nobody notice that this is where I throw all the trash and stuff. And all the stuff people send us that we don't need. Like I need another K-Red coffee maker. Hope Charlie B didn't see that. But yeah, this is where we throw all this stuff.
Is it just me, or does it look like Tim don't go none away? Okay, when you opened up that trailer, did it remind you of Grandma's barn and shit? Just a little bit, just a little, like, it was all packed in there, and it mostly looked like it was trash. I don't get it. You know what Tim should have done? Well, no. Well, this is what I was going to say. He should have had them boys just hook that thing up to the back of their truck and drag that thing down the street. No, because they'd have left it with the trash. If they'd have done it right, he should have had them haul that off too. No. He should have went in there, got what he wanted out of that thing, and been like, haul it, take it to. Let's proceed.
All right, what's going on, IG Farm family?
Thank God some sleeves went on today.
Named our barn Ernest, and our home over here, our mobile home, my big long mobile home, is named Emma. So we got Ernest and Emma. But no, we just have fun with those names. But they do mean something though, because Emma means establishing more and more abundantly, and that's what we feel like the Lord wants us to do in this season.
Are you like me still waiting on what Ernest means? I'm just saying, okay, we know what Emma means, but what does Ernest mean? Because like you said, they both mean something, so why did you skip the over Ernest, bro? I'm just asking. Let's proceed, man.
Because we've had seasons in life before where not that we weren't living in abundance, but
is it just me, or is 1 minute they in this abundance, they in this abundance, they in this abundance, they in that abundance, they got money, they don't have money, they do have money, they don't have money. I mean, what is it? Now, but Tim, you said not like we weren't. I mean, what does that mean? You had half money? I don't get it, man.
We were doing things, and the Lord showed us a picture, and he said that a lot of the things that we were doing back then were like root work, like it was the roots being established, and because the roots are actually the most important part of the plant.
Okay, Tim, God showed you, God showed Megan, or God showed both of y'all? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Let me know. But the picture y'all got, is this another picture of allegedly God? I didn't say this. I'm not saying this. God not being right again in your seasons? No jokey joke here. I'm just asking, does it seem like God tells Tim what to do, he does it, and then 3 months later, this brother be like, well, God told me it's a different plan for this season, because the last season he told me we was just the roots. We were just starting to bear some fruit. Come on, man.
Because now we go out and we see fruit on the trees. But first you had to plant that seed, or you had to plant that whatever that thing was, and you had to let those roots get established first.
Now, was it just me, or was that the same content Tim Jr. had yesterday? Basically, I'm still stuck in cat. I don't know.
We've been working on this barn probably about 2 years on and off. You know, if you add up the actual time and days that we worked on the barn, we've probably only been working on the barn, like, in reality, day by day for about 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now you gonna sit up here and explain to everybody that you ain't drawn it out, did you? You ain't been working on this too long. Well, Tim, let me tell you a little story.
You've been working on that barn for a long time. You remember how long you was on the roof? You remember that? You remember how long? Okay, let's go.
We started multiple YouTube channels. We started the Godcast. We started the Resurrection Ranch channel. We got Grandma down here from being, because Grandma, when we first started this barn, Grandma was living in the city, you know, and she went from the city to living at an inherited house because she owned the house along with some other siblings.
Back now, y'all look. He's about to lie to y'all again, straight to your face, and you can go back in my video and watch it. Watch what he's about to say about his mama. Let's get it, let's go.
It was like 8 siblings that owned like their parents' house. You know, the parents passed away, my granddaddy and grandma passed away, and left the one house to, you know, all of the siblings, all of the brothers and sisters. And my mom was living there, and it wasn't a good situation for her. And
okay, do you remember when they was down there working with the chicken coop and stuff like that back on the barn shed? Okay, do you remember when Tim was talking about how basically they wouldn't give his mama a deed, right? So, allegedly, he could not do what he wanted to do down there on that property. It was going to have to be a family joint thing. Do you see his dad or anybody down there with any pigs? No. You see anybody with rabbit sheds built onto the side of barns? On the side of sheds you go buy from Home Depot? No. So, that meant, Tim, we don't want your mess, right? Now, the whole point, allegedly, is if Tim had a problem because he couldn't film, that's your problem, Tim. That's not your mama's. Your mama didn't have no problem. Your mama didn't have no problem. She had a house. She couldn't have been kicked off the land. Everybody agreed and was going to sign off on it. But you just wanted the whole deed to the property. So you could build whatever you want out there and film, allegedly. And that's not what was going to go down. All the family had to agree, right? Allegedly. They all had to agree for you to do whatever you wanted to do. And we all know, Tim, you're not going to listen to nobody for nothing. If it's not coming from you, it don't make no sense. Let's go, man.
Since then, we've got her established with her own home, and we signed over the Resurrection Ranch property to her. So we've done so much, and that's just to name a few.
You know, some people come here and be like, what you talking about? You got your grandma down there established. She ain't even got no floor in the kitchen. Let's just be honest, everybody. Grandma Lily's kitchen is done. It's all the way done. Floor's down, everything's done. We all know this, right? This is just old content, right? Now, we're going to get into some parts in a minute where I'm going to show you this is a full-fledged production, okay? Let's go, man.
You know what I'm saying? When we first started working on this barn, Megan was still working part-time at a college in town. And
okay, now Megan was working part-time at a college in town. Wasn't she teaching before? I'm just asking allegedly. Wasn't she teaching before? Okay, but now she's just working there. What does that mean? Anything? She could have been doing anything. Okay? Now, let's go, man. We about to deep dive into some other stuff here, like I said in a minute. And it's probably going to make some of you women mad, but if you think about it, it's wrong.
And now she's full-time homeschooling and momming and doing our tax professional and doing all the behind-the-scenes paperwork that, you know, people don't fully embrace and understand.
Did you catch it? Did you catch it? Oh, Tim, I understand. Yeah, she do all that stuff because I don't understand nothing. All I do is work. I don't do nothing with no taxes. When the I, the aura, and the S, if anything go wrong and they call you or they show up there, you gonna be like, brother, you need to look at her. I ain't signed nothing but my name what she told me to. Let's go, babe. Allegedly.
Because we got a lot done the last time I was working on the barn. And as you can see, it's just looking amazing. And I think I figured out, because I mentioned on the last video, that I didn't know what to do on that little eave right there, where you can still see that black felt. But I think I figured out that there's a metal piece that hangs over there from the metal roofing. It's like a flashing or something like that.
Tim, you're welcome, but I got a question. Did you watch my video and figure that out before you flagged me or after? I thought I was petty. I'm loving it, bro. It's like MD. You feel me? I'm loving it.
We cleaned up in here. We're down to our last couple bales of hay, and that's a good thing because y'all know we dealt with a flea problem, and we're glad to get rid of this hay because we think that we brought those fleas in with the hay that we got this year, and we got.
Allegedly, that was so wrong, bro. You were so wrong, man. That was wrong, Tim. All right, let's take it back, y'all. I don't know how long y'all been rocking. Wait a minute. I don't know how long y'all been rocking, but Tim, that hay that's in there now, he showed us where he went and got that hay. And they gave it to him, right? Okay. When he went out there, that farm was pristine. They had a whole hay barn. A whole hay barn where they had hay in there and they was wrapping it and belling it and all that, right? Now, this is why I say it's wrong. For him to say, we think we got the fleas with the hay. When you went out there, brother, there was brothers out there, and mostly white brothers out there, and they had on tank tops and sleeveless shirts like you had on the day before. Anyway, but they had on sleeveless shirts, tank tops, shorts, and some of them had on boots and didn't even look like they had socks on, right? But you want me to, and everybody in the peanut gang to believe that all that hay you went and picked up out there was full of fleas, right? Okay, that can't be the point, Tim. You know why? You stood out there in that barn with them. That whole barn would have had to been infested for fleas to be all in your yard. That because you said you had to spray the whole yard, all around the house, everything. The boys couldn't come outside. That's not their fault. That's not their fault, man. That's not their fault. Because let me tell you what would have happened. If that barn would have been infested with fleas when you went and picked your hay up, them boys would have been all bit up from head to toe, smacking and doing all this. You prayed with them. Y'all stood right there by the hay and prayed with them, bro. You don't remember this? You shot it. So, I don't know why you trying to act like, yeah, the last hay we got was infested with fleas. Don't put that on them, bro, allegedly, because that's going to make them look bad because you done already said where you done got the hay. You feel me? So don't make it just look like, oh, it's IAG over here. We can't have no fleas. Because a wise man, like I always say, my daddy, once told me, you can get fleas, bro. Because it's just what you lay down with.
We also got inside the barn and cleaned up. But
Yeah, I cut that last segment a little short. I should have went a little bit further. That was for you, Megan. Watching you lay down with allegedly. Now, you might get some fleas. Now, let's get into this. Megan, you did a great job cleaning that barn out. Because like yesterday, Tim said he wasn't going in there. Megan's going to straighten it all up. You did a great job. But what I want to show you is I'm going to play a part. And for the ladies, I want y'all to tell me if she should have been doing this at all.
I see my wood stove. I ain't got the chance to fire it up this year yet. But soon we're going to get a chance to get out here and fire this wood stove up, even if it's next year.
Before we get to Megan, see how far out these videos are? What's the date? What's the date? He said he might not fire that wood stove up till next year. That's how much content they got. That's how much content they got. Tim is sitting over there with what? Months of content? You feel what I'm saying? So when y'all sit up here and be like, no, this is just a family, nah. This is full-fledged The Cosby Show, okay? Allegedly, he ain't no doctor, she ain't no lawyer, and where's Theo? Where's Theo? I'm done.
We got a firewood for heating the house, and then we have our smoker wood, pecan wood for smoking meat on our amazing trailer smoker over here.
Now, is it just me or does he think the world of this smoker jack? Like, Tim, everybody says it's trash, man. You listen to everything else, you watch everything else, but when it comes to that smoker, you get an attitude, allegedly, right? You get mad. Ain't nothing wrong with my smoker. That carcinogen is flavor. I don't want to hear it. Allegedly, Dr. Fauci said, a little cancer ain't hurt nobody. He was wrong about the corona. We didn't even have to wear a mask. So why do I have to clean my grill off? Don't say nothing to me, Charlie B. Don't say nothing. I'm still smoking meat from when we first moved this thing out here. Let's proceed, man.
Got our boots by the door. And I gotta give Megan all the credit for cleaning up in here. And all of our like animal supplies, just little stuff here and there. This is all of our medical equipment for the animals. Stuff where they have an eye infection, all that type of stuff. Got some diatomaceous earth. We've got all type of stuff here on this rack. And then Megan has the rest of the stuff up here stored on the loft. So
okay, what is this? Here we go again. Number 7. Tim, you finally gave your wife some credit, bro. All right, now, for the rest of that part of that video, after him showing you where they keep all the supplies and stuff, did y'all notice all the stuff he said Megan put up there? What is it allegedly? He trying to get all he can get out of her before she get her surgery done? That's not cool, Tim. It's not, man. But what I did notice, if y'all all notice, there's gonna be a part in this video where I'm gonna say something, and I think today, this day, Megan said, "I'm not doing nothing. You go out and work." I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing today. The boys gonna fend for themselves. I'll cook for you, Tim. But anyway, let's go, man.
we're gonna be raising meat chickens this year. Meat chickens, ducks, turkeys, and all that type of stuff. And so we're gonna have some chicken processing equipment, and we're gonna stage it under here in this section of the barn. So
okay, so hopefully, let's just say the barn's not even done. Even once he gets all that on there, the barn's not gonna be done, right? Why you say this, Charlie B? Charlie B, why are you saying this? You gonna have that open air, and you just gonna have chickens out there, and y'all gonna be processing them and everything like that. All them flies and everything on that meat, man. All the flies. After a while, all the maggots. So who's gonna clean all this processing stuff, Tim? You gonna get out there, allegedly, and help her get the chicken's necks broke? And then just throwing the egg like, hit it? Who's cleaning all this stuff up? Y'all going a little too far, allegedly, because you want all this 70 this cows and all this, you gonna start butchering chickens under that shed, under your barn and shed, with no walls, no air conditioning, no nothing. You gonna start butchering chickens out there. I love to see it. I can't wait to see these flies, bruh. It's gonna look like a Vietnam video. It's gonna and that's not funny. No parts about no war or nothing like that being funny. But you remember the old videos that they took off TV? Where all the flies and stuff was running around? That's what you gonna have if you plan on being out there in open air and you just hacking away at chickens and gutting chickens and stuff. Good luck.
we can come in and process chickens, you know, if it's raining, cold, whatever it is. And what I'm gonna do is, after we get done with that last little bit of hay, I'm gonna bring in some gravel, and I'm gonna put like probably about 4 inches of gravel down here in this section right here, so we don't have to be in the muck and the mire.
Allegedly, my brother, you ain't thought this out at all. At all. Okay. So up under the barn shed, you're gonna be slaughtering chickens. And your great idea is to put 4 inches of gravel down so y'all don't have to stand in the muck, right? That's gonna stink to high, I don't know what. You gonna cut a chicken's throat, bleed him out. Ain't no blood gonna get on the ground. When you cut a chicken, ain't nothing gonna fall on that ground. All that stuff's gonna leak down into them little rocks. All y'all gonna do, what? How you gonna clean it? And that's all my question is to you. How are you going to clean it? I want to know how you gonna clean the gravel with all the, after you done drop guts and stuff like that. Because allegedly, we all know it's just going to be the boys making out there while you snapping next on them ends. So, look, bro, Charlie be back to help again. Right? Skip all that gravel. Have your truck come in with some cement, box it in, and have a cement floor. If that's what you want to do, because you're going to do it your way anyway. Have you a cement floor down there. That way, after y'all butcher all the chickens and stuff, you can just take the water hose, man, and some bleach and spray everything down. You don't want to be having no gravel on the ground and you trying to clean up after you done butchered 15, 20 chickens, bro. No jokey joke here.
We're gonna be butchering chickens. We're gonna have a little setup out here for that. We're gonna be smoking meat, you know, all that.
IJ Farms. Farm shed butchered meat. Coming to a store near you. You got something to say, babe? It's all fresh, Tam. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Everybody wants some. I don't. But allegedly, hey, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. I don't have no dogs in this fight. My whole thing is this. Is it just me or is every time Tim talk about that smoker, my stomach hurt?
Because we're gonna paint the barn and the house the same color. And I'm gonna also do the same type of trim that I'm doing on the barn. I'm gonna do that on Emma, on our home as well. And so that should really like make it pop before we get ready to build our full length, amazing, spectacular mobile home porch. But
okay, now everybody want to know, everybody can't wait till this big bad deck go on? Well, he just basically told you it's gonna be a long time for y'all to see that deck. Let's just be honest. It's still cold outside. He can't paint. He can't put no trim up. He can't do nothing. You feel me? So that's gonna take about another what, 2-3 months before he starts painting. All right. Well, it's Mississippi, so he might let us start painting in a month and a half or something like that. All right. How long is it gonna take Tim to paint it? And how long is Tim gonna make us watch all the other videos that he's already have stacked up? Because we've already realized in a couple segments ago that this brother got months worth of work. So if you looking at it like that, y'all probably get to deck what? Allegedly probably around, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even gonna put nothing out of there. Maybe in 8 months, 9 months. Think about it. Think about it. Everything else has to be taken care of first. And then once they get everything in line and they get everything together, Tim had already said, I want a new septic tank for down there. I want to do this for down there. I want to do that. He's about to clear just like he did Grandma Lily's. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to probably be a while before y'all get this porch y'all been wanting. He just explained that right there.
Progress, but
okay, well,
we're making it happen.
it's coming.
Yeah. So what do we owe today's visit?
Well, I'm coming to get some paperwork. My printer is not working right.
Yeah.
So I had to call Meg and tell her to print something out for me.
That's good.
That's what I got going on right here. Been to Lowe's, give me a piece of plexiglass.
Good.
No jokey joke here. Isn't it funny, or does it seem like allegedly Tim told Grandma to come down there and act like her and Meg cool? Because all this time, Grandma been having some major problems. For newcomers that don't know what's going on, Grandma's heat done went out, Grandma's water done went out, and Grandma was just down at her house struggling, which is 5 minutes down the road, allegedly. That's what Tim said. I don't know how far it is. But he said it's like 5 minutes down the road. But when Grandma's heat went out and it was freezing, it was cold. They left her down there with 2 little heaters you plug into the wall. 2 space heaters. She said it herself, allegedly. Okay? Now, when Grandma's water went off, Grandma was down there for like 2-3 days with no water, allegedly. Okay? Now, all of a sudden, Grandma and Meg so cool, Grandma just, oh, my printer went out, I need to come down and get some paperwork. Oh, okay, yeah, good.
And we'll let Benjamin and the boys just play down there.
They even made snow angels.
Oh yeah, it's so soft.
Tim, was that one of their checks in the mail? I'm gonna move the table, let y'all make snow angels in the new rug. That's y'all pay. No, come on, man.
It's called halation from Home Depot, and that looks just like that halation. I guess it's like a form of gray, and it matches in perfect, and everything just flows in nicely. Megan looking back like my kitchen dirty. Don't show my kitchen. And it's real life.
Is it real life, Tim, or for once in a while? Meg said, I'm not doing nothing today. I hear him out there banging. I'm going to enjoy by hearing me out there with them pigs and everything while he in here doing his little editing thing allegedly. I'm going to enjoy me hearing him tap, tap, tap. I ain't doing nothing today. Mommy, what we eating for lunch? Yeah, you better go make you some peanut butter and jelly. Mommy, off. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Good meal for the day, peanut butter and jelly. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Them boys is big enough to make their own PB&J. Good for you, man. Take some time off. Everybody don't need to be in your back pocket.
Just had lunch, so the boys fixed their own sandwiches, and I'm half cleaned up after breakfast, so everything's everywhere.
Oh yeah, listen, that's not even that bad there. It's been a whole lot worse. But with this nice open kitchen, it's easy to clean up. Ain't that right, Grandma?
That's right.
You like them open kitchens now, right?
I do. Although I'm trying to find some stuff to put in it, just a little bit.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, you will get open shelves and vent hoods and all that type of
We ain't
stuff.
talking about that one. We talking about stuff that goes on.
On the floor, okay, yeah. You like mats and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right.
I guess. Gonna be nice.
Yeah.
You got checked twice in one day. You hear, Grandma, we ain't talking about no working brother. No. Negro, we ain't talking about you coming down to my house. No. You can leave my house the way it is. I'm cool. Okay? I'm cool. And now, this is the part I want to get to allegedly. This is all alleged. You remember how much Tim used to go down to Resurrection Ranch? You notice how it's been sparse lately? Is that because Grandma done put her foot down and she got people coming down to her house that Tim don't want to see allegedly? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all let me know. Because I know the pictures went back up. Obama on the wall. So I don't care. Grandma letting it be known. And there's a video I got that she's been to put the pictures up. I don't know if y'all noticed it. But Tim had this big like blur thing. It was subtle. You did your editing thing on that. But he had this blur thing over the wall in the background. So you couldn't see the pictures. Y'all ain't catch that? Y'all ain't catch that? Okay. Anyway. Now, let's go.
It would have been months and months and months before we got a chance to show this rug. And the person that sent it was going to be losing their mind. Like, I wonder did they get it?
They did email, and I let them know that we received your beautiful gray rug. So.
Okay, good. Sounds good, well.
Okay, I've sent stuff to people, like on YouTube, right? Now, when you do that, you have an option. It tells, in the box, it says who it's from, and you can leave a little note. Come on, man. Man, did Tim tell you don't even mention the subscribers and stuff? Just thank y'all for sending it. Who's y'all? That's cold. That is cold, y'all. I don't get it. I don't know if you think maybe a subscriber or something that's gonna send you something. You say their name and then they're gonna have you on a gotcha, it's me. I don't know what it is, bro, but I'm telling you this. People gonna get tired of sending you stuff, man, and you can't even acknowledge their names online, bro.
Y'all send us so much amazing stuff, I lose track of if we bought something or if y'all bought it. And a lot of people don't understand because they like, why they buying Megan, Tim, the boys, and IG phones, all this stuff, they can buy this stuff themselves. And that's just people that don't understand like the discipline of giving. You know what I'm saying? Like God loves a cheerful giver. It's like just because we can go buy it ourselves, that don't mean that somebody else don't want to like bless us with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a beautiful thing. And we thank you all for everything that you're seeing. And yeah, even the suggestions that you give.
Okay, now we back to dry bacon. Bro, you really sit up here and told these people, yeah, me and man got the money to buy it, but you know what God wants you to do? Allegedly, just keep giving because he loves when you give. When you give, even though we got the money, it helps us get what we want and he'll praise you, allegedly. Is that what you just heard or not?
Because that was a good suggestion because Benjamin, he be throwing himself all around this place. And those corners of that table need to be protected. And
Tim was talking about the little rubber things in case, you know what I'm saying, your kid falls and, you know what I'm saying, they don't like just tear their head up on the corner of the table, the little rubber things. Okay, but you know what I noticed? And did y'all catch it? Is it just me, or I think Benjamin's like just standing now, right? Well, he's probably walking by now with the content, but back then, he was just standing, right? So why isn't there any of them rubber pieces on the bottom of the table? Because if Benjamin falls down, the bottom is where he's gonna hit. If Benjamin is playing with his trucks and stuff and he rolls over, the corner of the bottom is what he's gonna hit. Now I understand they probably got him up on the corner of the edges in case he's standing, you know what I'm saying, trying to walk and he's moving around the table and he accidentally falls and he hits his head. Good idea. But Tim, get some more. Put them down there.
Yeah, so I love it. But with that being said, I'm finna head back outside. See y'all. Love everybody.
Bye.
Whenever you're ready for lunch, we got, you know.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably break for lunch. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break for lunch, then I'll meet y'all back outside in about
He was going back outside. He heard lunch. He hit the brake with both feet and pulled the emergency brake. Like, wait a minute. I ain't going nowhere, y'all. I'm gonna stay in here for a minute. I'm gonna stay in here.
hour or so, because I'm tired. I'm glad grandma showed up so I can take a break. So
is it just me, or are you talking about I'm glad grandma showed up so I can take a break? It didn't even look like grandma was gonna sit down. Can you do these papers and let me get out of here? I don't know. Y'all tell me. But grandma walked in the door, took 3 steps allegedly, and stood there like, that was all. That was it. That was it. Until Tim wanted to start talking about working on her house. He's like, no.
like I said, we're doing so many outside projects that I don't even think to come in here and show anything. But we did receive that rug, and we thank you whoever sent that rug, and it goes in perfect with everything that we have in here. Let me just step back and show y'all. Let's see.
Thank you to whoever sent it. Man, I want my rug back. Email, like he said, email us. Give me my rug back, brother. Proceed, man.
Alright, y'all, we have been in homeschool, and right now we're putting together some shelving, well actually a dresser for the boys. They're gonna have their clothes nice and organized, so we're just working on that after we finished all our book work. So they're gonna have a place to have all their little work clothes and their knock around clothes and this and that. But we're trying to get nice and organized in homeschool, and that's just all parts of their lives need to be organized so they can get ready quickly. And we're gonna do some organizing in the homeschool room as well. So that's what we've been working on all day.
Now I showed all that just to prove a point. Megan ain't made no beds. Megan ain't got the homeschool room together. She ain't cleaned up the kitchen. The boys had to make their own lunch. And in the other segment, you see that Tim didn't have to eat no peanut butter and jelly. She's like, we got, you know. Anyway, but allegedly she cooked for Tim. Okay, but anyway, this is the point I'm trying to make right here. Megan said, I'm chillaxing today. I'm chillaxing today. I'm not doing it. Tim coming there. While she's sitting there at the table, Meg leans straight over. What you gonna do today? Tim, I raise up, it's gonna be trouble. Trouble. Shot-town. Meg ain't on it. Meg got her feet. Early in the video, Meg got her feet all on the floor, talking about how soft the rug was. She ain't even got no shoes on. You go get it, Meg.
Because a lot of times I work so hard in one day, I do, the amount of work that it takes to do in a week in one day because I'm doing it by myself. And
Damn, allegedly, we ain't never seen you do 2 days of work in one day. Where you getting this week from? I told you got a problem with numbers, didn't I?
I end up just taking the rest of the week to do everything.
Right. And now you have a place.
Huh?
And
Did you catch it? Megan cut him off. Hey, what? Good for you, Meg. Finally starting to take stand. She cut him off when he started to talk about all the work he did. She's like, wait a minute, bro. I gotta cut this off because this ain't going good allegedly.
You need need something like that you can go to that's on your property. You know what I'm saying? You and your wife get to fussing and arguing or something like that. Go out there and work on your barn. Get your hammer and bang on it.
Put your mind on something else.
They gonna
Productive.
she sure is banging them nails hard. Him and his wife must get to argue.
Okay, I know y'all gonna be like, ooh, he said his anger is Charlie B about to get him. That's it. No. I'm just glad the brother realizes he needs an outlet, allegedly, for when he gets upset. And he just goes off and does his own thing. I'm not gonna roast you right there, bruh, because I know a lot of people want me to, and I could, but I'm not.
You are oldest. You remember that our goal was to build a barn, turn it into an off-grid tiny home cabin, and then live here for 2 years. And while we were living in the barn, to build our house out here, like with our own bare hands.
Yeah.
And when we
I done already showed the video, the house he was supposed to be having built, or the cabin they was supposed to be buying to have put out there. That they never got. Allegedly, they never got it. Okay, they got Emma. All right. Now, my whole point is this: he's about to sit down here and explain to you why he didn't build Megan a home that he promised her, allegedly. Right? Now, I got like 2 shows on this. If you need to know, I'll tell you where they are. But he promised her some beautiful homes. Allegedly, oh my God, they was beautiful. You feel me? And then they ended up with Emma. Now, he's about to explain to you why they didn't do it. You feel me, Charles Snoop? He's about to explain to you why they didn't do it, right? So after that, we're gonna go into it because I got another video on that too.
what changed our mind is when we first called the architect that we were going to use. We had been waiting on this architect for years, and we finally called him, and finally we're about to get the blueprints drew up. And he sent us some blueprints and everything. We told him we were going to be building the house in cash and building it with our own hands. But he never would meet up with us in the office. He just wanted to do everything like virtually. You know, and this wasn't during coronavirus or nothing like that. He just didn't want to take time to like sit down with us and help us and assist us in that way. But
okay, allegedly, from the timeline you talking to him, coronavirus was in full effect, and my wife's a nurse. It's still going on now, so it's not as bad as it used to be. But back 2.5, 3 years ago, you gonna tell me what? No coronavirus popping? Okay. Now, you just sit up here and said that you called the architect and it took you years to get in touch with him and all this, and then to put the icing on the cake, he didn't want to go into the office and talk to you, right? Which, allegedly, we've already proved it was probably coronavirus around that time. Now, even though you say it wasn't, allegedly. Now, this is where I'm going with this. Do you remember the other video I did back then when he was talking about building Megan a home and everything like that? And he said, we got in touch with the architect, and it's the same dude who did my dad's house, and it's funny because allegedly it was Megan's something teacher for church. That's what he said. If I'm wrong, you let me know. If you need to see it, I'll tell you where it is.
that's how we switched from living in the barn for 2 years, building the house with our own hands, to getting Emma, and then everything changed at that point.
Yeah. So there isn't much to say after Tim dropped all that wisdom on his barn site that he's built with his bare hands. I don't know what you can say after that except amen, you know.
Megan, you helped build that barn. The boys helped build that barn. Grandma came by some days and helped build that barn. It came, even Tim said it out of his own mouth. But then he also said, the majority of all this is me. So, okay. My whole thing is this. If somebody say, oh, I built that with my bare hands, you had no help. You had no help. You had no help. Like, if I say, I bought that car, right? Well, if my dude just was cool with me and was like, hey, bro, here's 3 G's on the whip you about to get. I ain't buy that car, I had help. I don't care if it costs $1,899,000.42. If you give me 3 G's, I had help. I did not do this on my own. Okay, well, that's basically the show for today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Charlie B about to get out of here, man. Grid down, be back tomorrow. You know how we do. What else? That's about it. Miss T, we having a little backslide a little bit. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's where I've been most of the day, other than work. But, we about to get out of here. Charlie B, don't waste your time. But I'm going to leave y'all with a little food for thought, okay? Everybody come in here and they want to talk mess, and you hating on this good Christian family. You hating. I'm not hating on nobody. The man says stuff, and then y'all get mad at me for showing y'all what the man say. So, since everybody likes to hear Tim put his foot in his mouth, food for thought. Let's go to the diner. Ain't no food today. It's just wisdom for the mind, right? So, let's hear Tim double down on he don't like church.
Then tomorrow we got prayer walk. We're going to be ministering around the neighborhood and the community around our ministry base or whatever, because that's what it's all about. It's all about getting outside of the four walls of the church and or the four walls of the building, because the church is not something that has walls. The church is us, the people, the body of Christ. The Bible says that the Spirit of God doesn't dwell in temples made with men's hands. And that was a shadow in the Old Testament when they made the temple, when Solomon built the temple or whatever. But now in the new covenant, under the New Testament or whatever, under the blood of Jesus, we are that temple, and the Holy Spirit lives inside of us once we believe in Jesus. So we don't need, there's nothing wrong with buildings, as places of worship, but we have to understand that those buildings are not the church. They are not churches. They are just buildings used to be a covering for our gatherings of faith. But like I said, we're gonna get out into the communities tomorrow or whatever and try to spread the love of Jesus as best as we can. And I'm just looking forward to what the Lord gonna do.
So today wasn't that good. So Charlie B thought he'd leave you with a little something extra. Okay? Now, within that, he was still living in the city at this time, allegedly. So what does that mean? He was still preaching to these people allegedly under that little thing with the chairs and everything, even though there wasn't no walls on the side of it. With them was that church? Was he giving sermons? Was he giving church? Still, while he's sitting out there talking about, okay, allegedly, I don't know. Y'all tell me. Like I said, I don't even know if my name Charlie B anymore. That's alleged. I don't know. Okay? So, y'all be easy, man. Charlie B about to get out of here. Love y'all.